In terms of the weekly process of Have I Got News For You, we tend to build the show from the back. So over the weekend we read all the papers, we have a meeting on Monday morning to decide odd one outs, and we sort of throw ideas around about the smaller stories, the slightly sillier stories that might have some kind of link that we can put together for the odd one out round. We have to photocopy a lot of the papers to make bundles for the writers and producers to put the script together. And as the week goes on, we decide on the second round stories and the first round stories. We make big research packs for the writers to write jokes about and the producers to write notes on. And hopefully by Wednesday evening we have a script for studio on Thursday. Once we have finished filming, the producer goes straight into the edit in Soho, and we'll edit overnight, right up until 8 in the morning, getting a rough cut together, which I don't think is a particularly easy process after you've been in the studio all day filming. He then gets a rest, and the series producer will take over and fine cut the show through to about 6 o'clock, when we play out and deliver to the BBC for transmission that evening. Sometimes the edit process will take longer, and we'll actually have to physically run the tape through the street and play down the line as a live broadcast, but that's quite rare. We also have an extended version of the show, so that's down to the APs. We take it in turns to go to the edit and choose an extra 13 minutes of material to put back in the show. It's normally slightly looser than the main show, so if there's been a sort of fluffs by the host or slightly more chaotic things, we look to that to put in to give a little extra material to our viewers. It's a sort of double-edged sword in that we're very lucky to have a format that obviously works very well. We'll always have new content in terms of the news, and I think we have quite a loyal fan base that know what to expect, and we have to in some ways deliver something familiar and nice, but at the same time we do have an obligation to keep fresh and offer something new, especially with all the panel shows around these days. We have to try and stand out, and I suppose the main way we try and do that is through the quality of the guests we book, the writing we have, and I think Ian and Paul obviously deliver a consistency that we're very lucky to have. I think anyone that's about to enter the TV industry or the research side of things should be prepared for some fairly hard work. There might be some long hours, but I think as long as you're doing something and you enjoy it, the hours won't matter, and you'll have a great time.